Tutorial 11, Editing Bays. In this tutorial, you will learn how to modify bays and their elements to create more complex bays. Please make sure to follow Tutorial 10 before proceeding further. For the purpose of this tutorial, click on Settings. Set the measurement unit to centimeters. Then close the Settings panel. Create a new bay with its properties set as on this screen. Once your bay is in the viewing area, click on the Modify Bay task to access all the bay editing tools and commands. By default, when you switch to this task, the Edit Bay Element tool is activated. Use this tool to select, edit, move, copy or delete bay elements. Click on the upmost shelf to select it, then click on the Delete button to remove it from the bay. Now hold the Control key and click on each shelf to select them all. In the left pane, under Selected Shelf, you can see its properties. Change the height to 4 and the depth to 45. Gap to shelf below defines the vertical position of a shelf relative to the shelf below. It's useful if you know how much height to allocate for products. Set the value to 31 and note how all the shelves are relocated vertically. Now click on the back panel of the bay to select it. The type of back panel can be changed to simulate a pegboard or a slat wall. Click on Pegboard and check Show Holes/Slats. Then define the hole spacing to 4. Each hole will act as a snap point for pegged products. You can set margins for the back panel. In such case, there will be no peg holes to hang products in the margin area. Here we will set them as follows: left and right, 15. Bottom, 150, top, 35. Now we can only hang products in the top area. Switch to Products task and drag some pegged products on the bay such as cold cuts. Press the K key to display the pegs if they are not visible. Switch to the Edit Bay Element tool with the S key, select the back panel, and set the hook length to 35. See how it changes the available depth for the pegged products. Press the I key to activate the Edit Item tool. Select all the products and delete them. In the Modify Bay task, you can also add new elements to any bay in your current project. For example, to create a door frame, drag a front panel on the bay. Set its width to 5, its height to 160, and its depth to 3. Enter -2.6 for lateral offset, 20 as distance to bottom, and 47 as distance to back. To create a copy of this element, hold the Control key and drag it to the right. Then fine-tune its lateral offset to 2.6. Create another copy with the following parameters: width, 2, height, 20, depth, 4, lateral offset, -2.6, distance to bottom, 90, distance to back, 50. Copy this element and set its lateral offset to 2.6. You now have 2 door handles. You can also create the glass panels with the same technique and the values shown here. Note that the elements can be made transparent. To make the bay look more realistic, you can apply an image to the front of the bay. Under Front Image, browse for an image on your computer. You can use the image linked below in the video description. The image is applied to the elements for which Show Front Image is checked, in our case only the front frame and doors of the cooler. When you have front panels such as doors in your fixture, you can hide them to make it easier to place products behind the panels. Uncheck Show Front Panels in the menu. You will now learn how to modify the overall bay properties when the bay or any of its element is selected. Select the Edit Bay tool. Under Selected Bay, enter 150 for the width and 45 for the depth. The entire fixture is resized while maintaining the thickness of individual elements. Click Undo to restore the original bay width. The fixture is now ready. You can name it, for example, Empty Drink Cooler 120 x 210 x 4 and save it as a project with the same name for future use. Finally, you will see how to move and rotate entire bays. In Planogram Builder, by default all the bays are placed side by side and adjacent. This mode is convenient to quickly create an aisle with multiple bays. Hold the Control key and drag the first bay to the right to create a copy. Make this new bay orange. Repeat the process for a blue bay. In this mode, you can reorganize bays by dragging them left or right. There is also a more advanced mode, called Free Bays, which lets you set the position and orientation of each bay. This mode is useful if you want to simulate a more complex setup such as a two-sided bay, an end cap, or a small store in combination with a floor, walls and ceilings. Press G to show the grid as a snapping guide. Select the orange bay and move it away to the right. Click on Rotate, then drag the bay until it is at 90 degrees. You can also enter precise values in the bay position and orientation fields. This tutorial is now finished.